Hi everybody, welcome back to Big O in the Big OGGIE World Kitchen. I'm doing something simple today. I'm doing it, that's why. Kelly isn't here this morning, so I thought for tea when she gets back, I will create a slow cooker recipe. Now, I love the slow cooker, and you all know we love the slow cooker here on Big OGGIE World. And to be honest, some of our best videos have been slow cookers, so I think you're liking them too. Today, we're going to do nice simple recipe. It's damp, it's foggy, it's cold, typical for this area to be honest. So I thought we'd do a curry. We haven't done a curry for a while. Now Kelly likes a mild curry, a very mild curry, and I like it a bit hotter. But so we'll try and balance my ingredient levels, but the full ingredient list for you will be in the description below as usual, okay? We're going to do a lamb curry today. Now I got this recipe from an Irish food magazine. I know, we're in Cornwall. I got a recipe from an Irish food magazine to create a curry. It's got to be good, hasn't it? Multicultural and everything. So before we get started, let's talk about the meat. Now I will tell you the details of this. You need 500 grams of stewing lamb. We're using lamb. However, you know I love a yellow sticker in a supermarket, who doesn't? So we've got these bits of lamb out of the freezer from here, because we picked up lamb, which is normally quite expensive. So we picked up this lamb as yellow stickers over the course of a few weeks. So although it looks like it's all in from here, this is one pack of stewing lamb and also a pack of leg of lamb steaks, which are these. I cut them to halves. Okay, so 500 grams of meat. And we're going to pop it in this bowl. And then we're going to just marinate it for a little while before we actually do the rest of the recipe. As I said, the recipe is not a difficult one, it's more of a build. But let me put this away, I'll wash my hands and I'll explain what we're going to do with the rest. Okay, so we're going to do a quick marinade. So we're going to get your meat. Now, I love it, what I call a meat curry, which is basically lamb or goat. Because to me it's better than chicken, do you understand? Chicken, I know chicken's meat. I'm not stupid. But when you do a chicken curry, you tend to find that the curry ends up on the outside and the chicken still tastes like chicken. But when you're using different meats, other meats, tend to find it, especially like this, it'll permeate, the flavour will permeate through the meat and the meat will be soft. You can almost kind of eat it with a spoon, you know what I mean? So, here's our lamb. We're going to get 60 grams, well, a sizable chunk of natural plain yoghurt. Okay, a couple of big teaspoons, or teaspoon, to call that a teaspoon, a couple of big spoons, okay? Now, to that, all we're going to do, we're going to get some ground turmeric, that's the yellow one. We get a teaspoon, level teaspoon of ground turmeric. Okay. Be careful of that one, it'll dry your hands. And a teaspoon of salt. Just got normal sea salt here at the moment. There we go. Quite often I have Cornish salt, this happens to be what I've got to hand today. And then we're going to mix all this through. Now yes, you could use your hands, although if you're going to, I probably would suggest putting rubber gloves on or plastic covers on your hands. But we're just going to mix this through so that all the meat is coated in the slightly spicy, slightly salty yogurty mixture. So, there we go. As you can see. Now, with this, just going to cover it with a bit of cling film, stick it into the fridge for about half an hour to an hour, no more than that. And nearer the time we have to take it out, we'll do the other ingredients, which will be onions and garlic and some herbs, etc. Okay? But pop this in the fridge, let it chill down. Going to be great, this. Going to be great. See you in a while. Okay, so my meat has now been in the fridge for about 30 minutes or so, and it's time to crack on with the rest of the build. It's more of a build than a recipe. Okay? So, first of all, we're going to get ourselves some onions. The ingredients will say 1 onion. We use 2 because they're not particularly big. Pick as much onion as you want, okay? So, I'm going to get a little bit of olive oil. There we go. We'll get our onions, which I've chopped. Okay. Chop them as fine or as thick as you like. It's your recipe after all. And then we're going to just fry these off for about 4 or 5 minutes just to get them softened and get a little bit of colour on them. Then we're going to add a couple of spices and then give it a few more minutes. So come back to me, I'm about to put the spices in. Okay, so it's been about 4 or 5 minutes now. Starting to get a little bit of colour. Not too much yet, it's still softening. So now we're going to add a few more ingredients. So we're going to add some garlic, some chilli, some fresh chilli, and some ginger. Now, you know on this channel we don't tend to use normal ginger or normal garlic because it just saves time to use paste. So this is a garlic paste. So you'll need 4 cloves of garlic crushed, which happens to be 4 teaspoons of one of these. That'll do for 1. That'll do for 2. That'll do for 3. And that'll do for 4. Okay, so that's the garlic. Now, with the ginger, normally you find it needs 1 tablespoon to about a thumb size of ginger. So that would be about right for what we need. There we go. Lovely. Pop that in. And I've took hold of a green chilli, small green chilli. I don't have one around here at the moment to show you. There you go. So little normal chilies. Okay, I've gone for a green one. I've taken out the seeds and some of the membrane because that's where the real heat is, and obviously Kelly isn't keen on the really hot chilli. But obviously if you want to add that in, please do. Chop it up finely, add that in as well. I'll just give this a stir round, make sure it all mixes together. And then give it another couple of minutes until the onions are starting to go golden. I'm going to turn this down slightly. I want them golden but not burnt. Come back in a couple of minutes. We'll get the slow cooker on now as well. We'll get the slow cooker preheating. You don't want all this to be hot and then put into cold. Okay, so I've been preheating my slow cooker. Got my meat out of the fridge. So, just going to put the meat in first. Obviously all the yoghurt's kind of gone thick and coat the meat, so that's in there lovely. That's to one side actually. Might be handy to take that because that's all flavour. Put that in as well. We're going to get our onion mixture, the onion, chilli, garlic, ginger mixture. And pop that on top. There we go. And just get a measuring spoon. We've got a few herbs and spices to put in. Okay, first of all, 2 tablespoons of garam masala. There's lots of different versions, but get the one you know. Two tablespoons. A bit more because that wasn't quite level. There we go. Perfect. 1 tablespoon of coriander. Okay, now forgive me for this, but these are in little paper packets because some of these spice I didn't have, so I just had to pop up to my local, well, food and veg shop really, and they happen to have spices there. So this is curry powder. Now you can get hot or mild, or hopefully this is just normal. Pick whichever one you like, okay? Half a tablespoon. There we go. And lastly, some fennel seeds. Let me open these, get this out too. So, a teaspoon of fennel seeds. It's funny that you quite often think you've got every herb and spice known to man in your cupboard or your larder, and then you go looking for half of them and you can't find any. So, put these away, then we're going to open up some passata and put them in there because we need a bit of liquid. Okay, so this is a 500 carton of passata. I need about 200, so I just measured a bit out. Remember, slow cookers don't really use any liquid, so you don't want loads of liquid in here, otherwise it's just going to be a soup. Oops. Also, I have 100 mils of water. Not very much, okay? This is me, I'm going to make the odd mistake, but it'll be fine. We'll just mix it up, it'll be good. Okay, a little bit of salt and pepper. A bit of pepper. A bit more salt. A little dash of olive oil. Plenty. And we're done. Give this a good mix around so that everything is coated. Okay, you don't want a layer of passata and a layer of meat and a layer of onions. That's it, it's looking really nice too actually at the moment. So, hopefully this is going to come lovely. There. So that's all coated. Take it off. I've got some washing up to do. No change there, John. Pop the lid on. Now, you have a choice for cooking this. 4 hours on high, 8 hours on low. Your choice, okay? I wouldn't check it until at least 6 hours, and at least probably 3 hours, just to see how it's going, okay? But you should find it'll become lovely, unctuous, tasty, bit of heat maybe, and that meat, oh, the meat will just melt in your mouth. So, serve with rice, naan breads, poppadoms, all the usual kind of things. We're certainly going to be enjoying it for our dinner tonight. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'll show you a picture at the end of it, all kind of ponced up and put on the plate. But you know what a curry looks like. Enjoy, everybody. See you all again soon here on Big Oggie World.